no matter how old you are, you have to prioritize yourself and what makes you happy and make that change, because doesn't matter if you're 20, 30, 60, you still have so much life to live, and there's so much out there that you're meant to do, and there's nothing limiting you.
No.
It's just taking that one little step or leap of faith that could change the whole trajectory of everything.
Yeah, literally calling people out.
Dry Diaries with your author, Alex Dry.
She's my forever plus one. We're talking about conspiracy theories, we're talking about everything. Tell me what to wear and I'm there. Wait, that was so fun!
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to another entry of the Dry Diaries. It's your author, Alex Dry.
And your second favorite person, Rachel Olsen. Let's get into it, baby girl.
Let's do it.
I feel like we have a lot to catch up on,
Yeah, we have a lot to catch up on.
a lot to talk about, a lot of shit to talk about. We're going to take you there.
It's time to open the diaries, baby.
The diary's been open every single day this week. Writing down affirmations, manifestations.
Dry dirt diaries. The
Yeah.
dry diaries.
We have been clowning around. I think that's literally our theme song for the past week. So I hope you guys are ready for it.
Yeah. Whenever our friends are out and about and you just see them frolicking around, all we hear in our heads, just so you guys know, is ready?
Yeah. I was literally going to start playing it, but I put my phone on the ground, so there's no way of me to grab it because my jeans are so tight. So you just had to listen to it live.
Yeah. And here we go singing again.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like the pod is not the pod without Alex hitting us with her latest. And that was your latest. Top 10. That's on the charts, the top 5 this week.
She's so lucky.
I
Let's
cannot sing.
cry. Okay, yeah, no.
You would think I would be able to sing though, because I have that raspy voice, but I'm just never going to be able to sing unless I'm in the shower.
I know, and it's crazy because everyone comments or says that we sound the same.
Yes, my own mother who birthed me.
Too.
It's like sometimes I need to look at the video and see who's talking because you guys sound the same. But when I'm talking, I feel like I don't sound like you.
Yeah, and when you talk to me, I'm like, wait, is that how I sound? Because you know how people always say the way that you see yourself or the way that you think that you sound is not the way other people really see it. It's usually better.
Okay,
That's the whole
I'm
thing.
not, like I like,
But
the
then
way
I'm
you
like,
sound. Okay, my voice isn't as annoying as I think it is.
Yeah. I just think that maybe your voice is like a couple octaves higher, but
Yeah,
that's just because
and then you catch
you're
me on
more
the weekend,
energetic.
and you are here in full rasp
Yeah.
all across the board.
Yeah. Speaking of singing, we went to the Chris Brown concert.
Oh
my
my singing and dancing.
God.
Honestly, if I can explain to you how amazing this was, I was going into it. Obviously, it's Chris Brown, like 10 out of 10 looks, outfits, singing, dancing. The dancing was 12 out of 10. I also didn't realize he could sing that good.
Yeah, because most of it was live. Okay, so if you're dancing that much in a concert, you usually are lip singing a majority of it.
Yes.
But with him, you could tell that he was actually performing live while dancing
and outfit changing. My guy put 7 different outfits on, and they were all amazing.
I know. Honestly, for as much hate as Chris Brown has gotten, I honestly can say that he's probably one of the top 3 performers overall I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, that was amazing. And we became best friends with the girl that was sitting beside us. She was with her friends. We had the best time ever. Alex had to pull me off the chair because I was shaking my ass. It was amazing. She was definitely shaking her ass too, but
Yeah.
she's a little bit more low-key about it. I was pretending I could twerk again, and you guys know I can't twerk.
I probably wasn't dancing as much as I would because the person to the left of me was smoking so much weed, which I don't smoke weed, that I felt like I was getting secondhand high
They probably were.
from all of the weed that she was smoking. But the girl next to you came all the way from Dubai. She traveled so far just to see Chris Brown, which was
And
so crazy
apparently
to
he
hear.
had canceled on the last show that she went to. So this was like her first time seeing him.
Oh, wow.
So she was having a time. And that was just overall such an amazing concert. And when he did, no guidance,
Yeah.
freaky. Oh my God. I literally could have cleared the stadium from screaming so loud.
Mhm.
I was ready.
Yeah. And he also takes a girl on stage during the Take You Down song. And
I have a question.
yeah,
Is it picked?
it's planned.
How, like, is there a lottery? Where do you sign up? Where am I putting my name in? Is it like a ballot? Is it a number? What is it?
Well, I feel like Chris Brown has a specific type.
Well, we're not. We've already checked, and we don't check off any of the boxes of all of his baby mamas.
I feel like they pre-plan who is going to be on the Take You Down song.
Yeah, because, like, I got lucky. I was wearing pants, but you, on the other hand, it would have been a full striptease. You were wearing a
I was wearing a skirt.
These girls gotta come
Well,
prepared.
those girls had on dresses, but also I saw a girl's TikTok and she did say that after the concert, whoever was the girl chosen at that concert,
go
she
home with
saw
him?
them getting on his bus after.
Well, I mean, if I'm getting laid on like that in front of millions of people, you better be taking me on your bus.
So, I mean, it's definitely pre-planned.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, next concert we go to, we gotta figure out where to sign up.
Honestly, and some of the girls fully completed the mission. They made out with him. Yeah, but
so
the
you
girl
know Chris
that
Brown is single and ready to mingle after seeing those videos and being there live. Like, he
Yeah.
was not holding back.
no,
He really set the expectation high after seeing that.
I know.
So after we had the full show, Alex and I decided and thought it would be a good idea to see if we could find Chris Brown on the streets.
Okay, that sounds like we're some groupies.
No. We just like literally wanted to have a good night, which we always do. And the thing about Alex and I is like, we can literally go out for one drink and it's like those TikToks or those memes. And we end up being on the other side of the planet. Like last week, we ended up on a boat. And all of our the plan was that night was literally to go up the street and grab a martini. The end of the night, we're on a boat and I'm jumping on the front of the boat.
Whenever we take these adventures, I guess you could say, it doesn't ever lead us to
Being disappointed.
destruction or disappointment. And also, it's usually really wholesome.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like sometimes you end up at a club or an after party and it's
Yeah.
like you're getting really fucked up. And
Yeah.
ours is like we meet friends, we go to their boat. Rachel and I are jumping on the net in the front of the boat like it's a trampoline.
Yeah, we get up to some funny shit. That's for the
Yeah.
story. That's for the chapter.
Yeah, so we meet our friend Haley and one of her friends, and we're like, okay, we're gonna go out after the Chris Brown concert. So we end up going to this place and we're in line. We're at the front door, and these guys are in front of us and they're like, oh, you totally need to come in. It's open bar, it's a birthday party, and just come in with us.
And no one's saying no to an open bar.
Yeah, and so we're like, okay, we'll go in. We're going to get a drink or two.
And they were like swagged out. I was like, these people know people. They knew what was up. So we're like, okay, let's give it a try. Like, we have nothing to lose. We're not finding Chris at this point. Calling him Chris because it's like short form because we know him now. And then we literally
Yeah, so we go inside and this place is filled, the ceiling's filled with balloons. And then we start to look around and we see that everyone's dressed in 1920s costumes. So we're completely out of place. And
Were they or were they in suits?
I think it was Great Gatsby themed because the girls were dressed in little flapper
Wow, at
outfits.
least you remember what the girls were wearing because I don't remember. I just remember you pulling me away and being like, Rachel, those people, those men, those boys are 16 years old.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I think we gotta go.
So, long story short, it was a Sweet 16. We actually were walking in with OT Genesis, who was performing for this Sweet 16 birthday party. We grab a drink and we're like, oh, okay, cool. I guess we're just going to chill for a second. Rachel is trying to talk and flirt with a boy.
I literally didn't even realize how young they were. And then all of a sudden I'm drinking my drink. Everyone's in suits. So like it kind of ups their age a little bit.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden I'm looking at this guy and I'm like in the circle of his friends and they're staring at me. And I'm like, oh God. I'm like, they are not my age, not even close to their age. I could probably be their mother, like a teenage mother to them. And so Alex grabs me and I look at her. I'm like, we gotta go. But then we look up and all of a sudden, all we start hearing is, I'm in love with the Coco. And we're like, wait a second. We walked in with this guy and then we realized that it's OT Genesis.
And he's performing I'm in Love with the Coco, singing this to 16-year-olds. And the questions I had going in my head is, number one,
Do they know what the Coco is?
do 16-year-olds know what Coco
Yeah,
is?
and do they know who OT Genesis is?
Exactly. I was like, wow.
I mean, if they did, they're pretty cool 16-year-old.
Yeah. I mean, they had him come perform. So it was fun. And after a song or two, we were like, okay, we had our moment, our fun. And then we were
I'm like, we're going to go to jail if we stay here any longer. We should probably leave.
yeah. So we were going to go down to another place. And Rachel and I were just like, you know what? We should just call it quits for the night. So then we just went back home and yeah, we went home.
Got caught talking shit. Because the funny thing about Alex and I, if you understand the way our humor, our dark humor, the way we communicate, if you understand us, you'll get us and you'll realize that we're not actually talking shit about you. And you can feed it right back to us because we love that. We thrive off that. But there's some people that can't handle the heat at all. And that's where I'm just like, you can't sit with us, babe.
But it's the people that can throw it out at you.
Yeah.
And I take it very lightheartedly and funny. But then whenever you give it back, it's like, oh, you're shit talking.
No,
Like,
I think it's also just a huge sign of insecurity.
yeah.
And like,
Because genuinely, we never shit talk about people's character or who they are.
no, we'll just tell you it to your face.
Yeah.
We have a problem, we'll talk about it. Not in a bad way. Like, I'm not going to confront you and make you feel uncomfortable. I'm just going to say, this is the issue.
Yeah. One of my life mottos is I would never say something behind someone's back that I would never say to their face. And I literally live by that.
Yeah, 100%.
Because it's just like who I am as a
Yeah,
person. Like, I
exactly.
just would never voice something that I would never say to someone's face.
No, I wouldn't either.
So,
I think that's just us. And I feel like that's what makes us really real.
yeah.
Is because we don't have a problem saying, this is how I feel, blah, blah, blah. But we also, like, will say it.
I honestly think that more people need to be like that because that's what
agree.
makes people genuine and authentic.
And that's what makes people actually want to talk shit because they
Yeah.
can't say it to their face.
Facts.
So instead of actually vocalizing it and getting it out there, these people don't say anything at all. And they're the worst people to be around because those people are talking and nothing's getting fixed.
Mhm.
I feel like you just got to put it out there and the person agrees with you, they agree with you. If they want to work on it, they work on it. At least you put it out there and at least you can move forward and not have to talk about the same exhausting thing over and over again.
Yeah. I saw this TikTok clip and it's basically said if someone is hanging around another person that talks shit behind your back but
Oh.
smiles to your face,
What
then
are-
you can't trust that person either. I kind of stand by that.
Yeah, I've also like realized growing up and getting older, I realized like if someone has the time to belittle somebody and talk shit about somebody to make them feel good or to make them feel powerful in the moment,
Yeah.
then you have to watch out because they're saying that to you. What are they saying about you when you're not around?
Mhm.
It's just a circle. It's probably going to be worse. And if that person talking about someone that they're always hanging out with and they're with someone all the time.
Wait, I actually, speaking of, because like I feel that falls into people pleasing. And guys, I love my quotes. All right, there is a quote that I saw on Instagram. It might be a little bit controversial, but I have to read it. Money doesn't change people, it exposes who they really are. Most people don't need therapy, they need discipline, sleep, and exercise. Kindness without boundaries isn't strength, it's self destruction. Social media doesn't make you insecure, it magnifies the insecurities you already had.
Damn.
Most people don't want advice, they want sympathy for staying in the same place.
Oh, this is amazing.
I
What is
know.
this from?
It's this Instagram page called Winnertify.
Send
But
me that. That's
those
great.
are a few dark truths they listed. And when I was reading them, I was like, damn. And then they have 6 laws to live by. Never trust a person who speaks well of everybody.
Oh, well of everybody.
Yeah. Because at the end of the day,
Even the most perfect person isn't the most perfect person.
yeah.
There's gonna be one thing that you're either gonna disagree with, a thing that you're not gonna like about them. There's always, it's like that with everybody.
I think that's why also we're so ourselves. I'm just speaking my truth and my experience. And maybe it's not always right.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm Buddha or the gospel or
Yeah, but
anything.
you're stating out the obvious.
Yeah, and also people that meet me, they're not always going to get the best experience of me either if I'm having
No.
a bad day or whatever the circumstances. And I don't expect you to like be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, Alex was the best person that day." But also there's grace, having grace for people, but
100%.
it's not talking shit. It's just not everyone is for you.
Yeah. And that's why everyone has different friend groups. That's
Yeah.
why other people don't mesh with other people. It's just the way life is.
Yeah. Okay, 90% of the people who hear your troubles don't care, and the other 10% are glad you're having them. I don't know about that.
Yeah, there's got to be a couple that actually care. I'm caring.
Yeah.
It's crazy though. Sometimes you really just need to wake up and see like the therapy one about taking a walk and getting outside.
Mhm.
I'm not even joking. A walk will literally save your life.
Yeah.
That's why I love walking. And I know sometimes I'm like, Alex, let's go for a walk. I also love walking solo. Like I
Yeah.
love just like popping my AirPods in, blaring it at the highest max, walking down the street, pretending I'm in a music video and I'm just walking with Kingston and just letting go everything. And then I come home, I'm like, that was one crazy music video.
Oh my gosh, stop.
Do you ever play a song when you're in your car, just vibing to it so hard, you feel like you're in a music video? No?
Sometimes I think of it more visually. What would this drone shot look like?
Love that.
Yeah.
It's funny because that's how your mind works.
So when I was little, I'm sure some of my girls did this. This is a really funny story. So growing up as a dancer.
I was
I-
a dancer too.
Really?
Yeah.
When you were
Did I not
little?
tell you this? Yeah, I did jazz, tap, and hip hop.
Oh, yeah.
I killed it in hip hop.
But your mom wouldn't let you do ballet.
My mom was like, you are not dainty enough. My mom told me that I am not a ballerina, and she was so right for fully calling me out on that. Imagine me sitting still, standing there, listening, and
No.
being like, okay, one arm up, other arm up. No, I am getting down. Let's go. Put the hip hop on.
Yeah.
And that was my thing. I did really enjoy tap because I could take my anger out and hit the floor really hard with my foot. But that was only a couple years. Jazz and hip hop was my thing.
Yeah. No, I could not see you doing ballet.
I could see you being cute doing ballet. Because you're blonde. You had the little pink outfit, little tutu, like being cute. And Karen's like with her video camera.
Mean Girl's mom. I did have to do ballet it was honestly my least favorite. And I only did it because my dance mentor growing up was like, this is the foundation to all the other dance
Really?
as far as technique goes.
Yeah.
But hip hop was my shit. Fun fact about me, which you probably won't believe, I was a crumper at one point in time.
She was. If you guys
Which
look at
is
her old TikTok.
Crazy. But that was a really good way to get out your anger. Crumping, actually, I believe it started. Have you ever seen Stomp the Yard?
Yeah, duh.
That's crumping
Insane.
in some capacity. Yeah, Stomp the Yard's crumping.
Yeah.
You got served.
Yeah, and Step Up's kind of crumping too.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. To
Crazy.
release anger is
Really?
the way it kind of started.
Should we start crumping when we're mad?
Yeah,
I'm
for
down.
sure.
I'm down. Teach me. I'm down. I need to learn something more than my fake twerking that's happening up at the house.
Yeah. No, we would dance with Tommy the Clown, and he literally, maybe it's in my theme song my whole life. Going back to the story, when I was little, speaking of music videos,
Yes.
I would direct Dalton and Alyssa, my brother and sister. I would come up with full choreography. I had to be main center stage. Alyssa would be my backup dancer. I'd be like, move back. And then the best part is we went in from Lucky Britney Spears into Who Let the Dogs Out.
Oh, you got there.
Me and Alyssa would transition off the stage, and I'd have Dalton come on the stage.
And then he'd be like, who let the dogs out?
There's a video of him when he's little. He's like, who let the dogs out? He goes, woof, woof. I'd make him do the choreography too, and it was so funny to watch.
Pull that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to see Dalton going like this. That is so iconic. Alyssa was probably like, I'm not doing this.
She would go along with it for a little while when she was little, and as she started to get older, no.
I could see her just being like, Alex, no.
Yeah. Honestly, if Alyssa would have not gone into the sports side of things, she probably would have been a famous actress.
Really?
She was really good at acting and singing.
Really? She's a good singer?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But my family's so sports oriented, they would try to push us. And of course, me being a Sag rebellious, I was like, I'm not doing that. So.
No, I feel like honestly, even the music videos, I did that growing up as well. I remember the first one that we did was I was at my cottage. You guys, I don't know. Americans don't call, I don't know. What do you call a cottage in America?
Is it in snow?
It's like a lake house.
Lake house, a cabin.
Yeah. So we just call it cottages. If you're not going to like a nice cottage, then you're camping. And that's obviously where you pitch the tent and you hate your life. And I refuse to camp unless it's glamping, which I'm sure you agree as well. But anyways, I went to this cottage and there was like all these kids out there and I choreographed the Spice Girls. Stop right now.
Yes.
And I bring it back sometimes when I'm wasted. I got my aunt to do it with me during Christmas, so we're going to have to do it soon.
Yeah. That was us a few Christmases. Literally. Oh my God. That was us a few Christmases ago. I had my little tiny cousins, my cousins that are in college, barely out of college.
Yeah.
And we were doing Bye 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 by NSYNC.
Oh, amazing. Justin Timberlake with those moves.
Yeah.
That was probably you at the front, blonde and all. Just break dancing for everyone. They're like, okay, Alex, we get it. You could stand up now. And
You're 30 years old. Get off the stage. Where's your husband and kids? We're all married. Time to grow up. I'm like, no, everyone,
oh my
on.
God. No, it's funny that you said that because we were watching Laguna Beach last night. I just had this like epiphany. I looked at Alex because I used to watch this grade 6, grade 7, and then the Hills.
School.
Yeah, like a little bit younger than the Hills came after. And I just thought, wow, when I'm their age, I'm going to have a boyfriend. I'm going to be married. I pictured this whole life. And then I look at Alex and I'm like, you know what? We may not be married right now, but there's so many people that are either married or about to get married. They don't have what we have.
Yeah.
We're living with our best friend, and it could be worse.
Yeah.
It literally could be worse.
And also, I'm sorry, I've said this before, I will say it again. I think that 30 is the new 24. And shout out to all the girls out there that are single in their 30s, because this is a time where the 20s is your time to get out your party era, have your fun, learn about yourself, make your mistakes. And then when it comes to your 30s, I feel like when I turned 30, I learned so much more about who I was, what I want, what I'll settle for, what I won't settle for.
Yeah.
And so obviously you can still have fun and do what you want to do as a single person before you settle down, but you go into it with so much more
Expectations.
self-knowledge, expectations of what you want from friends or relationships.
And I feel like too, like being older now, I know we're obviously not ancient, but like
Yeah, we act like we're
Like,
80 years old.
there's no age limit. Even when I'm 60, I'm going to concerts. I'm doing my thing. I am not letting an age ruin my happiness. Looking back at Rachel, who is 24 years old, who is an absolute menace.
Yeah.
My parents probably at one point, my parents wanted to send me to rehab because they thought it was crazy that I was drinking during homecoming. I'm like, Mom, this is where we thrive. Let me do my thing. And it was to the point where my parents were literally terrified. But looking back at it now, if I didn't do that and I didn't get to experience that fun, then you'll never know what it's like.
Yeah.
You'll never know. I could strongly say I don't have any regrets. I didn't miss out on anything. I'm in my 30s now, and there's some people that have been in relationships their whole life that can't agree. And they want to do that stuff now, but they think that they're too old and they think they have to follow this timeline and they have to be married, have kids, blah, blah, blah. But that stuff is always going to be there.
Yeah. Age is just a number, whether you're in a relationship or not in a relationship. We were talking about this actually recently, is if you're in a situation that you want to change, no matter how old you are, you have to prioritize yourself, what makes you happy, and make that change, because doesn't matter if you're 20, 30, 60, you still have so much life to live, and there's so much out there that you're meant to do, and there's nothing limiting you.
No.
It's just taking that one little step or leap of faith that could change the whole trajectory of everything.
Don't get me wrong, it's scary. Starting your life over at any age is so scary because everyone got so comfortable with their lifestyle, their people, their friends, their family. And it's scary. Not a lot of people could do it.
Yeah.
When I was originally wanting to leave Toronto, it was years before I actually moved. In my head, I wanted to move for so long, but I was living with Jess, my best friend. I had it perfect. I had the best friends there. Everything was so good, but I was so comfortable and there was nothing pushing me to succeed outside of what I was doing. Sometimes people are just okay to be comfortable, but I'm not the type of person to be comfortable. Don't get me wrong. It took me like probably 3 or 4 years to actually say, I'm moving to LA. I'm doing that. It's a push and it does take a lot out of someone, but I'm not going to lie. It was the best thing I've ever done.
Yeah.
The best thing. Even if you're just going to experience it for a month, 2 months, 3 months, you start to create a new life for yourself. Force yourself to do things that you wouldn't do. When I was living in Toronto, I thought it was weird to go to a restaurant by myself. I'm like, oh, I'm going to know the person. They're going to see me and be like, oh, Rachel's eating alone. When I moved to LA, I ate dinner if I wanted to do something because I didn't have a lot of friends. I went and ate dinner alone and I was loving it. I was getting drunk by myself. That sounds so bad. Okay, I ordered one drink by myself. But I remember I went for a walk one day on the water and I was like, I'm going to go to Elefante after. By myself. I didn't end up going because Elefante is kind of a bait spot. But at the time, I didn't have friends. So
Yeah.
it was fine.
Yeah.
But I would have never done that. You just got to like get out of your comfort zone. You're never going to know what that drink tasted like at Elefante.
Fact, case closed.
I'm kidding. But yeah, that's just like the way life is. People get comfortable, don't get comfortable, and do your thing.
Even my mom, she is divorced and single. And my mom, I'm sorry, she is hot.
Oh, Karen gets it.
Yeah.
Honestly, there's nothing more rewarding than looking at your mom and being like, that's my mom and that's where I got it from.
Yeah. And my mom is so hot and she's been single since she got a divorce. She hasn't gone on a single date. And I am trying to push her to change that. She obviously wanted to make sure stay-at-home mom for all of us. She also did events and decor. Shout out to her. She's incredible. But now she's like, Alex, I'm so old. I can't start now. And I'm like, yes, you can. You're so hot. People would love to look like you at your age and be able to go out there and experience things. So all that to say, it doesn't matter how old you are, what your circumstances, if you have the capability to move or change your circumstances, then you should, because you never know what's on the other side of whatever you want to do that's waiting for you, and how it can literally change your whole perspective, how you feel, what, everything. So
I can't.
Are we like Tony Robbins today?
So
anyway,
since we've been getting deep at the very beginning, we need to lighten this up a little bit.
Yeah.
Who are we, Mel Robbins?
Guess what?
What?
We found a place to move.
Oh, yeah, we did. Who is right? Tell me who was right.
No, I was about to say that. Giving
She's
Rachel the credit.
She has to take the credit.
No. I was literally about to give you credit. I give credit where credit's due.
I give credits if it's worth giving credits. All right, let's hear it.
No, I give my friend credit.
No, you do, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm just
okay. But Rachel did make a list and she reached out to a lot of houses. And so,
because I felt bad. I was like, Rachel, you're useless. So I was like,
no, I never even thought twice about it.
I know, but we needed the push.
Yeah.
We needed the push.
So anyways,
I just copy and pasted it. It wasn't like a lot of work on my end. I was just like, hey, here's my number. We want the play. Like, we're ready to look for the place.
Yeah. So we found a place. We're going to be there until the end of December.
Oh, and here is the news we've all been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen. Alex is staying.
Yeah, I'm staying. We got a place until December, and then we're gonna look for a place that's a little bit more permanent for the next year.
Oh shit.
So
It's funny because the second Alex stepped foot into the door of our place that we're at now, we were talking and her mom was like, Al, like, how long do you think you're going to stay for? And Alex was like, because originally she was supposed to stay for 2 months. And then yesterday I was like, okay, so what happens once this lease ends? And she was like, let's just find a place.
yeah.
And here we are.
Yeah.
So you guys are going to have to sit back and watch us go through the motions of finding a place.
Yeah, go through it. We will take you on a little tour, but also I'm excited because we're obviously gonna end the summer series, but Rachel's gonna stay on the pod. Well, I'll probably integrate a few solo episodes as well with interviews, but
It won't be as good though, so don't you guys stress, but make sure you tune in.
but I do have some exciting news. I'm so stoked about this. So for October, we're going to do a little October fall series. And we have some really cool people lined up that's coming on the podcast. We're going to do some mediums, aura readers. Rachel is literally, I can tell by her face, she's so nervous. But I am so excited.
Literally, like, all of this stuff is so cool to me. It's just something that I would never think to do by myself.
Yeah.
But I love having you because you push me to do these crazy things that I wouldn't have the balls to do. And it's amazing because you get me out of my comfort zone.
Yeah. I mean, vice versa. And I think that's what friends should do.
100%.
Push you to be better, get you out of your comfort zone to try new things. And so for October, we're going to bring people on the pod. And all of these people, just want to clarify, like, their gifts, they believe, come from a good place. So it's no witchcraft or anything crazy like that.
So cool.
Yeah.
Right up the alley for Halloween.
Yeah, it's perfect. So I'm really excited. So we will get those out and announce who's coming on very soon. But anyways, speaking of announcing, Justin Bieber.
Oh, we're going there.
Yeah.
Coachella lineup. That was crazy. Why do you think they announced it so early? Did the sales go down last year and they just like
Yeah.
wanted to throw it in everybody's faces?
Probably. Coachella, I haven't been the past few years, and
Oh, you didn't go to Coachella last
I
year?
never thought I was really going to go back in the direction that it was going. It seems fun. It just wasn't my vibe. I'm more of a stagecoach. And
Dallas.
Dallas, that's my nickname for some of our friends. I feel like the new lineup is honestly the ultimate revival of
Yeah.
Coachella.
Mm-hmm. They're trying to bring it back. They also haven't even announced the Do Lab lineup.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't announced a lot of the DJs that are going to be playing.
Yeah.
And I feel like even with the lineup that they announced now, it's getting the people going.
Yeah, I bought my ticket today. So
She's going. I'm definitely
going.
going to go.
yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy, honestly. But doesn't that make you wonder, is Stagecoach going to step it up now? Because they saw
They
the Coachella
better.
lineup. The thing is about obviously country music, because it's such, and they also bring in other acts like T-Pain, Diplo, and all that. But they can't really like go afar from the whole country aspect of everything because people are going there to listen to the country music. So it's like there's only a certain amount of people that they could bring on as a headliner. Like they don't have the variety that Coachella has. Yeah, they can throw Morgan Wallen back on there, but like who else is super amazing that everyone's going to be running to? Is it going to be like a repeated lineup from years past? They can only work with so many artists.
Yeah.
So who knows? But it's interesting to see what they're going to come up with. And does that mean you're going to do Coachella and Stagecoach, Alex?
I don't know. We'll see. I've never done both, but
See what
maybe.
happens?
I am going to do weekend one for sure of Coachella because
Yeah.
of Justin. I feel like Stagecoach is more my vibe. It's chill,
Yeah, but
laid
Coachella
back.
can go so many different ways.
Yeah, these festivals are all about who you're with. So I feel like if we have a good group at both and we do Coachella weekend one and then Stagecoach, then it's fine.
Yeah.
A little week break and
I think I'm gonna levitate when Justin Bieber just walks out on the stage. I am literally gonna be like,
yeah.
in
He's
the
gonna
air.
bring out some really good guest artists, I'm
Oh.
sure.
Think of all the people that he's had songs with, but then think of all the people that he's friends with.
Yeah.
So he can literally bring out 15 different people, and they all kind of mesh with what he's already done.
They need to bring Chris Brown to Coachella.
I know. So wait, I'm trying to think. You know what? Honestly, Sabrina Carpenter is going to be a really sick performance as well. Her outfits and the way that she works the stage. I personally have never seen her really actually perform, but I feel like they're going to make some really cool things happen with her production side of everything.
Yeah, people love her. Disclosure.
Oh, have you seen Disclosure live?
Mm-mm. I don't think so.
It's like seeing
Maybe.
Rufus's soul live. Disclosure, when Latch came out, me and my girls went and saw them live, and they are insane. They put on the craziest performance. Did you see Bunts playing too?
Yeah, Bunt and Sexy Red,
I honestly can't say I'm a fan of Sexy Red.
Addison Rae.
No way. So you can really start from the bottom and make it to Coachella.
Yeah, especially with her performance supposedly last year.
Oh, she performed last year too?
Yeah, and a lot of people said she was basically screaming in the microphone the whole time.
Why would they bring her back? How do you get picked for Coachella?
I don't know. All right, guys, now we're going to get into a few of the Dearest questions that you guys submitted.
Dear Diary.
Dear Dry Diaries, I live with 3 girls I thought were my best friends. Last weekend, they all went to Palm Springs and posted the whole trip on Instagram without inviting me. When I asked, they said they forgot. Do I move out, confront them, or just accept I'm on the outside?
They forgot to invite the roommate?
I mean,
What, she just disappeared? They just forgot they had a third roommate?
yeah.
But I guess it depends on the context. Like, has this girl just kind of been missing lately and hasn't been around in the friend group? And then she got upset when she saw that they were there. And now
Yeah.
she's like, oh, where was my invite? I mean, it never hurts to throw the invite out there, whether or not the person wants to come. But I guess it kind of depends on the relationship that they have right now going into all of this.
Yeah. If you want my honest opinion, I would say that I think you may have a different perception of what y'all's friendship is than they do, because I would never tell one of my best friends, oh, I just forgot to invite you.
Yeah,
I'd be
absolutely
like,
not.
hey,
That would
sorry, I
never-
thought you were
No,
busy,
that just wouldn't be a conversation.
right. So I don't like the fact that they just said, oh, we forgot. That's just not a good enough
That's
answer
just a
for me.
slap in the face.
So I would ask them,
Is there something wrong?
did I do something?
That's why I kind of figured, like, were they on thin ice going into
Yeah.
the trip, and then maybe they were just like, honestly, like, she hasn't been around, she hasn't been a good friend to me, so like we don't see the point in inviting her.
Yeah, maybe.
But
yeah, I would say have a conversation, see what they say. Just ask them, hey, it really upset me that you said you guys forgot to invite me. Is there something I did wrong?
But even just having to
Talk
watch
it
them
out.
all weekend on Instagram posts and you not
Oh.
be there is like gut wrenching.
Yeah. Also, not healthy. I would have stayed off and not watched them.
It's like literally watching a breakup and watching your boyfriend meet a new girl. That's what the feeling is. Like, it's just not a feeling that you should ever feel, ever. Your friends should not be doing that to you.
Yeah.
You know? But like we mentioned earlier in the podcast, a lot of people or whoever, they don't speak what's bothering them, and that's when the communication issues happen.
Mhm.
That's when you feel hurt and feel upset because of it. So sorry that happened, but I would definitely get a read on your relationships with them, because your friends should not be doing that to you.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, next question. Dear Dry Diaries, I tried manifesting a raise at work. I wrote in my journal every night, I will have more money. A week later, my car broke down, my rent went up, and I got hit with an unexpected medical bill. I technically do have more money because I got the raise, but it all went right back out the door. Did I manifest wrong?
No. Sometimes bad things happen to get you to the places that you have to get.
Mhm.
Obviously, that is so out of her control. The car breaking down, out of her control. The rent is out of her control. She didn't want that. She didn't predict that. I think, like, sometimes you got to fall back in order to fly back up. And eventually, like, something's going to happen where she's going to get the money back, or because of the raise in a couple months, she's going to have the money back and she's going to be richer than she was when this was all going down.
Yeah. Yeah, no, for sure. I don't think you manifested wrong.
But she got the raise.
I don't think that you manifested wrong. I would say just be very specific in what you're manifesting and give very specific details. The more details you give, I feel the more it can be received. But at the end of the day, you sometimes go through the biggest lows whenever you're about to quantum leap into your biggest high moments.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I always say this, the devil's real. And when he sees that you're doing well and you're getting to that point, he's going to want to try to drag you down, because he knows that your potential and what you can do is going to impact or change perspectives or lives. And he doesn't want you to reach your greatest potential. So he's going to try to have all these roadblocks along the way.
Be perfect.
So you didn't manifest wrong. I think, if anything, this is maybe a good sign, because it means that what you're doing is working. And I'm sorry that all the money went out the door, but that doesn't mean that your raise didn't stick. You still have a raise. And from there, it's just going to go up, because they obviously see that you're doing really well at work.
Yeah.
Dear Dry Diaries, my best friend is getting married and told me I can't wear black, white, or red to her wedding because she wants all the attention. I bought a blush dress that was super expensive. Now she says I can't wear that either because her bridesmaids are wearing pink. Do I stand up for myself or just cave? I love how we get all these wedding questions. So funny.
So her issue is the girl now is being really picky with what she's wearing, and now she does not allowed to wear blush because the bridesmaids are wearing pink.
Yeah. I would just be honest with her and say, hey, I'm really sorry. I already bought my dress. You originally told me all the colors I couldn't wear.
Yeah, and I
And
avoided that because I wanted to make you happy because I never wanted to have this conversation. And if she's your best friend, she's gonna be okay with you wearing whatever makes you look sexy and hot at her wedding.
yeah,
Like she should want you to feel the most beautiful, the most comfortable. She should know that whatever's gonna make you happy is gonna make her happy.
can I say something that might sound mean?
Yeah.
I think if the bride is worried about somebody attending taking the attention off her, then something isn't
Yeah, true.
clocking.
Everybody there is for the bride.
People are attending for you. The whole purpose of your wedding day is for you and your husband.
Yeah, and no one's looking at anyone else other than the bride and the groom.
Exactly.
So she shouldn't be stressed about anyone looking at you. Like you should just have to worry about being your hottest and showing up to your
Yeah.
best friend's perfect day.
If it was my wedding day and I had a friend that showed up in a full sequin dress, which I honestly wouldn't even think twice.
No, I didn't even know you couldn't wear sequins to a wedding.
I'm just thinking like a bright sequin
yeah.
dress or something very flashy.
You're gonna feel your best in a sequin dress and show up to my wedding wearing it.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna have my perfect dress. I'm gonna have my perfect makeup, my perfect hair. No one's gonna be looking at anyone else but me.
Right.
And that should be the main concern of the whole overall
Yeah.
day.
I feel like when it comes to weddings, some people get so wrapped up in little tiny details of it. At the end of the day, honestly, I'm more worried about the flowers and what the decor looks like than what anyone's dressed in. And then on top of that, even if all that goes wrong, as long as everyone has a good time,
Yeah. At the end
I'm getting married to my husband who I've always wanted.
Yeah.
Then who gives up about what color somebody's wearing?
Like it's just another added stress that there shouldn't even be stress on.
I can't, each to their own, but I would just tell her like, hey, I'm sorry I bought this.
Is it weird I don't want to have a wedding? I just want to have a really cool party.
Or
Yeah.
you could get married at a courthouse and then have a party.
I don't know in what sense I want to go in what direction of that, but I feel like I don't want to have a sit down dinner and have these speeches. Like I want everyone to show up. I guess it's an engagement party in the sense.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't want a sit down dinner. I want everyone dancing. I want there to be a DJ. I want the best drinks, the best appetizers, charcuterie board. I want everyone wearing the sexiest outfit that they could ever possibly wear. And that's how I want my night to be.
I feel people do dinners because between the ceremony and the reception,
yeah,
it's so
fair.
long that people need food.
Yeah. And they're like, I'm giving you $300 to attend your wedding. You better give me a steak dinner in return.
Yeah. I would be happy with a really small ceremony and more intimate vibes than have a really sick party.
I guess it's your one day. It's the one day you can make it about yourself. If you want that much attention, have the full thing. Have it so everyone's there. They're seeing you walk down the aisle. They're hearing every speech. I guess in that sense, it's the perfect time to do it.
Yeah. The ceremony, a really cool singer or band, and then have a huge reception after.
I need the violin guy. Dude, I've heard them like go off to Fred again and Rufus. That shit is so magical.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. When the day comes, we'll talk about my wedding. But for now, I don't know.
Dear Dry Diaries, for my birthday dinner, I made a big reservation and invited all my friends. My boyfriend of a year showed up late, drunk, and empty-handed. After dinner...
Eddie? I'm kidding.
After dinner, I found out he had been at another girl's birthday party before mine.
Oh, God.
Should I be done with him or am I being dramatic?
Your boyfriend of a year came late to your birthday wasted. He's not lasting much longer.
Yeah.
That, like, where's the respect? It's your birthday. You're not just going. If it was a random dinner And like you were like, oh, I'm gonna have a dinner tonight with the girls. I invited some of our guy friends. Let's go. And he was like, oh, I had a birthday, like whatever. Maybe that's an exception where he shows up late, like, oh, at least he's coming, whatever, you're doing your thing with your friends. But if it's your birthday, people love birthdays. Everyone they eat it up on their birthday.
Yeah.
That's like the day you find your best outfit. You're looking hot, just like your wedding, but it's not. And your boyfriend's showing up wasted late. How do you explain to your friends, oh yeah, sorry, my boyfriend was just entertaining this other chick while I'm about to blow my candles out? That's how I feel.
I think it's giving disrespectful,
Yes.
not husband material,
No.
immature, and
Priorities, babe. Where are they?
the way that you're feeling is very valid. I wouldn't make it a huge thing, especially if he didn't tell you that he had another birthday party before.
Oh, that's a whole different story.
Even if he did, if it wasn't his very best friend in the whole world or a family member, he shouldn't be missing. He should be able to miss that birthday party for your birthday party.
Yeah.
That's your boyfriend of a year.
Yeah.
So
Like,
also, and you're asking the two most, I feel like, chill girls ever when it comes to stuff like this.
100%.
And so
I just feel like you deserve to have him there. It's your birthday. Like, unless it was your girls' dinner and then you were pissed that he
Yeah.
didn't show up, then like, but even like being at another girl's birthday,
yeah,
it wasn't like it was just a birthday. It was another girl's birthday.
no.
Why is she taking priority over your birthday?
At the end of the day, absolutely no. I would just
I think you
have a
know where you
conversation with
stand at
him,
that
and
point.
yeah, you know what's going on
Whether
and
you
what the
wanna, like-
relationship's about. Either you accept it or you can just confront it. He's gonna apologize, give you his whole sympathy story, and you'll probably move on and everything will be fine for a little bit. But other red
I
flags are
think
gonna
you're
pop
also
up
just
that you're gonna ignore.
You're gonna think about that.
Yeah,
You're
or
gonna be like, he's gonna make you angry, and you're gonna be like, you missed my birthday.
if that's who he is, more
Yeah,
red flags are going to
yeah.
continue to pop up.
And if he's doing it, yeah, exactly.
So you can either let it play out.
Anyways, we're gonna end the podcast off with one thing here.
All right.
So before we leave, everyone, AirPods, the full max, because we're leaving this one with you, okay?
Blast it in your car on the way to work. I'm glad that we could take your mind off of life for the last 30 minutes. Is this it?
This is like the Disco Lines version. Let's go. All right, that was really aggressive, but
All you need is a red clown nose.
all you need is a clown nose and a white face. All right, we're leaving that off with you here.
All right, guys. Well, that's it for another entry of the Dry Diaries. See you next week.
Bye, babes.
Author